Welcome back to our Prelims PYQ series, in which we are decoding UPSC PYQs from 1979 to 2024. These PYQs are 45 plus years, arranged in a theme-wise and subject-wise topics, and the same question will appear on the PYQ portal on the Edukemy website, and the class notes will be provided for that. Link you can check in the description. So today's topic is Mauryan Empire. Let's go to question number one. Question number one, आज 1981 का question है. Megasthenes visited the court of, ये चार option है. If you have knowledge about ancient history, you can easily solve that. That Megasthenes visited the court of Chandragupta Maurya. The answer is C here. Megasthenes was a Greek historian. Please make a note of it. Was a Greek historian who came to India in 4th BC as a representative or ambassador of Seleucus Nicator. He lived in the court of Chandragupta Maurya for about 5 years. Question number two. Earliest Indian coins belong to which period? 1981 का question. You can see very broad range of options. तो जो सबसे पहले होगा that can be the possible answer. We talk about this first century AD, third century AD, Ashoka's reign. जो सबसे oldest है 5th century BC है. There were coins, punch marked coins थे लेकिन थे. The answer is A. Coinage of India began around between 5th century BC and consisted of mainly copper and silver coins in its initial stages. Here are some of the components of our PSP 2025, which is still running. You can check out the components like practice test and analysis sheet, marathon sessions, book reading sessions, revision sessions and sectional test. Last full length test hai. You also have UPSC mixed test in which questions from other UPSC papers will be conducted. Current affairs revision from April 2024 to April 2025 of around 1 year, and it will consist of 25 classes. We also have CSAT support and mentorship. Apart from that, we'll also have test discussion and a class prayas, which is all India mock test. Let's come to question number 3. What was the main feature of Mauryan dynasty in India? Education was widespread. Terrorists were driven out of Sindh and Punjab. Removal of land tax for the first time. And fourth option is centralization of administration. This is a spelling error. Answer is centralization. For the first time in Mauryan dynasty, India was centralized. Question पूछा था 1984 में. Very simple question. Centralized government was a key feature of Mauryan government. All the powers were concentrated in the hands of emperor. Question number 4 पे आते हैं. The name by which Ashoka is generally referred to his inscriptions is. अशोका को उनके inscription में किस नाम से जाना जाता था? अब you talk about Ashoka, you know that he was known through different name and Priyadarshi was one of them. The answer here is D. Please make a note of it. Like 1985 में UPSC ने एक question पूछा है and it will ask again and again with respect to Ashokan inscriptions. Now Ashokan inscriptions becomes very important part of your prelims. तो इसको आप ध्यान रखिएगा. Prepare this theme well. This is a pro mentor tip from our side. Let's see the solution. In the year 1915, near a village called Maski, which is in Karnataka, a rock inscription was discovered on a hill, and for the first time, the name of Ashoka was found. The titles were given like Devanam Priya and Priyadarshi. It was then certain that Devanam Priya and Priyadarshi was no other than Ashoka. Please make a note of it. क्वेश्चन नंबर 5 पे आते हैं. 1997 का क्वेश्चन है. Which one of the following edicts mention the personal name of Ashoka? आपने देख रहा होगा यूपीएससी कैसे पीवाईक्यू रिपीट करता है. 1985, then 1997. सेम क्वेश्चन अभी हमने देखा. आंसर इज मस्की. Now it is your duty as an aspirant to prepare about A, B, and C inscriptions. Please take a note from our side that Ashoka's name is also mentioned in another inscriptions like Gurjar inscriptions, which is in MP, Nettor inscriptions, which is in Karnataka, and Udegolam inscriptions, which is also in Karnataka. Answer is D. Our CSAT course is also running and is taken by Devendra sir. We have scanned the QR code and check out its features. Let's move to question number 6. According to Ashoka's edicts, social harmony among the people was more important than religious devotion. Now, Ashoka एक ruler थे, उनको हमेशा social harmony and peace चाहिए होगा to govern better. So this statement becomes right. He spread ideas of equity instead of promotion of religion. Now this statement is also correct, and he promoted the ideas of equity. उसी के कारण there was more social harmony. The answer here is A. Both A and R are true, and R is a correct explanation of A. Ashokan edicts put stress on social harmony among the people by spreading ideas of equity instead of religion. क्वेश्चन नंबर 7 पे आते हैं. बहुत फैक्चुअल क्वेश्चन है, 1998 में पूछा गया था. The Ashokan major rock edicts which tell us about the Sangam kingdom include rock edicts of. Now, very factual question, and I have already told you to prepare about Ashokan inscriptions. Answer it is inscription number 2 and 13. They mention the southern kingdoms of Chola, Pandya, Satyaputra, and Tambapanni. Question number 8 पे आते हैं. Which one of the following ancient Indian records is the earliest royal order to preserve food grains to be utilized during the crisis in the country? Now, अगर आप inscription को देखेंगे, it was Sohgora copper plate which is talking about the famine and to preserve the food grains to be utilized during the crisis, any crisis. Now, Sohgora copper plate is in Gorakhpur, UP. Make a note of it. Answer is A. Sohgora copper plate is also mentioned in your options in the recent UPSC Prelims PYQs. तो यूपीएससी को आदत है बार बार ऑप्शन को रिपीट करने का, तो मेक और प्रिपेयर दिस टीम वेरी वेल. क्वेश्चन नंबर 9 पे आते हैं. Ashoka annexed Kalinga to the Mauryan Empire. Now this is correct. Kalinga controlled the land and sea routes to South India. As you know the geography of India, that बीच में विंध्यास है, सतपुरास है, and plateaus हैं. Like for example, Bastar Plateau, etc. So it was very hard to access India from north to south through the middle. But if I talk about the coastal area, but if I talk about the coastal areas, वहाँ ईस्टर्न घाट स्टार्ट हो जाता है एंड कंपेरेटिवली वो वाइडर एक्सेस देता है ड्यू टू द कोस्टल प्लेन्स टू इजी एक्सेस टू सदर्न इंडिया. तो कलिका यूज दैट रूट. आंसर इज ए, एंड इट वाज हैपनिंग अराउंड 261 BC. Ashoka annexed Kalinga to the Mauryan Empire in 261 BC. Though Ashoka abandoned the policy of physical occupation, yet he retained Kalinga after its conquest and incorporated it into its empire. Question number 10 पे आते हैं. It was asked in 2003. The last Mauryan ruler, who was Brihadat, was assassinated by his commander-in-chief Pushyamitra Sunga, and that's how Sunga dynasty came into picture. This statement is correct. Now, the last Sunga king, Devabhuti, was assassinated by Brahmin minister Vasudev Kanva, who usurped the throne. Now, this is also correct. That's how Kanva dynasty came into the picture. The last ruler of Kanva dynasty was deposed by Andhras. Andhras were also known as Satavahanas. So all the statements are correct, and the answer is D 1, 2, and 3. Brihadat was assassinated by Sunga, Pushyamitra Sunga, in 185 BC, and the last ruler of Kanva dynasty, Chusharma, was deposed by Andhras, and Satavahana dynasty came into picture. Question number 11 पे आते हैं. Who of the following had first deciphered the edicts of Emperor Ashoka? Very important question. UPSC ने पहले भी पूछ रखा है. The answer is James Prinsep. Now it is your duty to prepare all the other three options like George Bohler, Max Muller, and William Jones. The answer here is B. The inscriptions found in central and eastern part of India, Magadhi and Prakrit में लिखे गए थे, using the Brahmi script, while the Prakrit was using the Kharoshthi script. Greek and Aramaic were used in Northwest, and these edicts were deciphered by British archaeologist and historian James Prinsep. Moving to next question. Question number 12. 2018 का question है. In which of the following relief sculpture is Ranyo Ashoka is King Ashoka, mentioned along with the stone portrait of Ashoka? Now you can see बार बार Mauryan Empire पे Ashokan inscription से बहुत ज्यादा फोकस है. The answer here is Kanganhalli. Now you can also see one that Sohgara, which was a copper plate, is also mentioned. So you can easily eliminate this. Now Kanganhalli is in Karnataka. The answer is A. In the autumn of 1993, a team of archaeologists surveyed Sannai, Karnataka, and the most dramatic evidence came from Kanganhalli. The discoveries include a broken relief picture showing a king and queen flanked by female attendants. And the inscription in Brahmi letter read Ranyo Ashoka, which means King Ashoka. Question number 13 पे आते हैं. Who among the following rulers advised his subjects through this inscription that whosoever praises his religious sect or blames other sect out of excessive devotion with a view of glorifying his own sect, he rather injures his own sect very severely. Now, as per the four options, Ashok is the most common and most suitable to this quote because Ashok want peace, Ashok want social harmony, and he obtained it through his Dhamma policy. The answer here is Ashok. Question number 14 पे आते हैं. Which one of the following statements regarding Ashok stone pillars is incorrect? These were highly polished. These are monolithic. The shaft of pillars is tapering in shape. These are the parts of architectural structures. Now, Ashokan pillars was not a part of architectural structures but was to deliver a message. The answer is D. Ashokan stone pillars were meant to spread his Dhamma, who was not a part of architecture structure. Question number 15 पे आते हैं. Ashokan inscriptions were first deciphered by, you can see the repeated option of Boiler and James Prinsep. Answer here is again James Prinsep. James Prinsep was a founding editor of Journal of Asiatic Society of Bengal, and he is remembered for deciphering the Kharosthi and Brahmi script of ancient India. And he was the first to decipher inscriptions of Ashoka and Brahmi script. Now make a note out of it. It is very important point. यूपीएससी ने पहले पूछ रखा है तो वापस पूछ रही है. There is no surprise in this. Last question पे आते हैं. Question number 16. In which of the following inscriptions is Ashoka mentioned by the name? Again, you can see जो यूपीएससी क्वेश्चन 1980s में पूछ रहा था वो रिसेंटली फिर से पूछ रहा है. तो इट इज वी हैव डिस्कस दिस कि मस्की में था उनका नाम. तो आंसर इज बी माइनर रॉक इंस्क्रिप्शन एट मस्की टॉक्स अबाउट अशोका इंस्क्रिप्शन बाय द नेम. नेम क्या था? प्रियदर्शी. With this we complete this video and for other parts you can stay updated.